Hey guys, it's Jonah here, and I'm back with a beer review. Well, actually, I'm back with two, and this is part one. Found these in a supermarket, and I thought, hey, I've got to do these together. And I've drunk the first one before, but not the second. But it is the first one we are doing today. American sort of staple craft beer, if that makes sense. Sierra Nevada. This is the pale ale. It's in a 355 because obviously it's American, which I believe 12 ounce, if I've got that right, my American buddies. And look at that, absolutely class. You've seen this label before. Many people have. Nice green. It in fact shows, there we go, the Californian hills, California before it goes up and meets Oregon, I believe. We've got a little neck chief, which I will read to you some of the instructions or propaganda, whatever you want to call it. And lovely, even though you won't be able to read it. Oh, and it's upside down. There we go. So Sierra Nevada. Check out the colour though, because that will become apparent why we're talking about that in the next video. But this time, talking about this bad boy and 5.6% on the ABV. So this is reasonably strong from UK standards, because as we all know, the tax goes up proportionately to the percentage of alcohol. So if it's higher percentage alcohol, you pay more tax. In America, it's done in a different way. My American brothers and sisters out there, I'm sure you'll tell me how they tax the beer, or maybe they don't at all. But the American pale ales, they tend to be stronger, especially the double IPAs and the crazy shit. Anyway, you don't want to hear me talking about that rubbish. You want me to crack this bad boy open? Let's just read the propaganda. It says, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is completely natural, brewed with the finest malted barley, whole cone hops, yeast and pure water. Each bottle is left to condition naturally, creating a unique and flavoursome ale. I'll be the judge of that, guys. Boom! And we have smokage. All the way from the USA. Not getting too much on here. Oh, if you're interested in bitterness units, I think this is just under 40 IBUs, 38, something like that, 36. If you care about such matters. Personally, I don't really care. Oh, bottle condition. Doesn't seem to be any yeasties in there, so that's a good thing. Get rid of some of those on the bottom. Look at that colour. Lovely and clear. You can see me through there. Tiny haze, just a touch. And headwise, we're getting on for a finger, say a 3/4 finger head, and look at the colour. Lovely big bubbles, really nice white head. You can't complain when you get a beer that colour. Look at that, copper. I'll call that copper. Not quite amber, but we'll go for copper. Ooh, it's interesting. Definitely getting a kind of grassy, but it's not Citra. I believe this is Cascade in here on the nose. Oh, so we're getting fruits like peachy, kind of a little bit, but pineapple. Those kind of fruits. Getting a little bit of pine, a little bit of sort of damp forest. And where's the forest? There we go, buddies. That's that forest on there, man. That's what we're smelling. Oh, but it's not incredibly pungent. It just says pale ale, don't forget. This is not an IPA. Let's dive in. Cheers and beers, guys. Oh, interesting. Getting a bit of a hit up front. While it's in the mouth, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be really hoppy. Don't forget, guys, under 40 IBUs. This is not a hoppy beer. But I am getting a kind of bit of resin, bit of pine, but very quickly I'm getting a slight sweetness from the malts. A kind of chewy toffee stroke caramel. Yeah, that runny kind of toffee that you get inside the chocolates, not the hard stuff. I'm talking about that liquid caramel, that liquid kind of syrup that comes out. Yeah, that's interesting because I was expecting this to be a lot drier than it was. Beg your pardon, guys, but that just shows how well the carbonation is. We're getting that, yeah, we're getting that fruit now, that pineapple, maybe a tiny hint of lychee. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is Cascade they've used here, but I'm led to believe there are a couple of other hops. I think Magnum is involved, and there's one other, it's not Citra, Pearl might be, that they use for the bittering. Now, the bittering itself, as I've said already, is quite light for this kind of beer. I'm not sure exactly how long they boil for, but I would not be surprised if some of the flavours are also being brought across from that boil. So I'd say this is a reasonably short boil on this beer, because I can definitely taste something else as opposed to Cascade in this bad boy. Very interesting beer. At 5.6%, they have managed to hide the alcohol quite well, I have to say. Could you session this beer? Yes, I think you could. You could definitely have a few of these, maybe even a 6-pack of these. But when you try to stand up and go home, please don't be driving, because you'll definitely be in trouble. And you'll probably forget your keys. So yeah, Unclejona's tip, don't drink and drive, chaps. Oh, bit of lacing, not too much, on the glass. That's a fantastic beer. If you guys are thinking about drinking and sharing with me, drinking along, get yourself a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. See what you think. Let me know in the comments below. While you're there, please click like and subscribe, and then you'll find when I upload a new video, it's going to be a beer, and maybe you've had it. So I want to know your comments. Click like and subscribe, and until the next time, drink some beers, guys. Remember, don't drive.